Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurumedeva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Ganganapate Namaha. Om Vame Yasya Sthita Radha Shrisha Yasya Asti Bhakshasi Vrindavana Viharam Tam Sri Krishnam Rudi Chintaye. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shri Hanumate Namaha. Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 23rd of January 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Paramatma residing in the heart of every being. We are blessed every day by the grace of Bhagwan Shankar and Mahashakti and all the incarnations of God, all the sages, that we have an opportunity on a daily basis to explore the glory of Vedanta, of Advaita Vedanta. Bhagwan Shankar is the master of Advaita Vedanta in the form of Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya Ji Maharaj and the paramparas that have come afterwards. Also, we have so many blessings, from Devi, from Mahashakti. Without the blessings of the great goddess, the great power, the infinite dynamic power, Parameshwari, without her blessings, nothing is possible in this sansar. Sansar would not exist. Sansar is this dynamic flow of all kinds of diverse activity going on. Names, forms, different beings coming and going, and different bodies coming and going. It is absolutely mind-bogglingly extraordinary. It is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Right? So we have these blessings. So today I want to talk to you. I want to present another aspect of this because, yesterday we were talking about the Bij mantras, right? The Tantra path and the Vedic path, and they are actually connected together. Remember, the word Tantra means to weave together, to stitch together. That is called Tantra. And what is it that we are stitching together? We are stitching together broken energy. It's very interesting. Shakti is actually never really broken. It's actually just one. But through the experiences of our ahankar, the way our ego, our differentiation, it is the differentiation process that gives us individuality. And this is a very intricate subject. Swami Chinmayananji described this in detail in Vivek Chudamani, in his exposition on Vivek Chudamani. It is called the Panchikarna. Give me just 1 second here. Hold on. So it is described in considerable detail by Swamiji in the talks on Vivek Chudamani. I think some of them might be on YouTube, but they may not be actually. It was part of a whole series, But all that simply means, in simple language, is that each person is separate from another person. Isn't that amazing? The Panchikaran means the Panch Mahabhut, the Prithvi, Jal, Vayu, Tej, Akash, that they are universal, but they solidify into each person through the genetic code and the whole process. It's quite intricate. What is the end result? Each person is an individual. And within each person, there is a brain. So we're going to get to the brain now. Within each human body, there's a brain in other species also. We're talking about Manusha Sharir now. So in the human body, this human body is very, very special because of the higher brain function, because of the bigger brain. That is what we will call buddhi. Buddhi is the greater power that we have. Why human beings rule the world? Because we have greater intelligence. We know that. That's easy to understand. So, to continue from yesterday, buddhi, mind, brain function, organ function, physiological function, everything happens because of life, because of energy. So now let's consider two things. We use the word life force. So in Sanskrit actually, that life force is called prana. And the energy that is running through the entire physical body, the mental framework, etc., that is called Shakti. Pran and Shakti. But you'll notice that the word Atma is not used there. The Atma is the consciousness. It is Shiv. It is the Tattva itself, the substance, the Adhyatmic Tattva. Substance is not a physical substance. So the Atma Tattva is that is Akshara, that is Brahman. So Shakti is the dynamic power that is Brahman. So from the Shakti point of view, from the Shakta, Shakta, it is called Shakta Sampradaya. Sampradaya doesn't mean group here. It means path. It means the paths that have been shown for thousands of years, millennia, on the worship of Shakti. Please also remember, Shakti worship is to be understood two ways. To worship Shakti is one, it is the complete path of Devi Upasana. But there's another way to look at this. That to ask the goddess, ask the Mahashakti to give us that intelligence, that power to do Upasana of Narayana or Vishnu or other forms, other deities. Shakti ki Upasana or Shakti, how can I say it in Hindi? I don't remember. To utilize Shakti to do Upasana. These are two different things. For example, if I'm wanting to worship Narayana, with a mantra, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. How can I do that? Without energy inside the brain, mind, tongue, everything has to function in the exact way. Then this Sachin can speak, Om Namo Narayanaya. Without the Shakti, I cannot do anything. Without Shakti, nobody can do anything. Even Shivji and Bhagwan Vishnu, they cannot do anything also without Shakti. That is the Shakta point of view. So when we say Lakshmi Narayan, you'll even notice we don't say Narayan Lakshmi. Why not? We say Uma Maheshwar. We don't say Maheshwar Uma. We say Sita Ram. We don't say Ram Sita. I mean, you can, it doesn't matter. Wo to ek hi hai. But why we say the feminine first? Isn't it interesting? Why? Radhe Krishna. Why the feminine is first? Because the feminine is the dynamic reality in total. And if anybody ignores that, they'll be lost. You'll be totally lost. Cannot find one's way in the sansar and definitely not realize God. Possibly nahi hai wo. Cannot realize anything because that is the way the Srishti is created. You can never, under any circumstances, at any time, disrespect, ignore, or diminish the feminine power. The moment a person does that, that is their degradation. Kabhi bhi nahi. And people who do that, they are lost. They wind up in tremendous trouble. Because that same Shakti, the E sound is there. That is the feminine power. That is present in everyone, in everything, at all times. Now, you could say male and feminine. This is like from our point of view, like we say Vishnu Bhagwan is male, like that, Yes, you could say that. But that power by itself, the tattva that power, it is Brahman. It is Akshara. Now, it depends on the realizations of the various Satgurus or various Acharyas and Paramparas in Sanatana Dharma. And this is a very advanced subject. Depends on the realization as to what is that tattva that is Shakti. So the substance, like for example, if we say what is electricity, does anybody really know what is electricity? I don't think so. Nobody knows what the tattva is. We know what it can do. We know how to produce it. All that we know. We know how to use it. But if somebody was to say, explain exactly what is electricity, there's no real answer to this. Lots of theories are there. Iska tattva kya hai? So to realize the tattva, तात्विक दर्शन, जिसको हम कहते हैं सनातन संस्कृति में तत्व दर्शन, like Ramakrishna Paramahansa had tattva darshan. To have that tattva darshan in the Shakta Upasana, the Bij mantra are absolutely essential. There are thousands of Bij mantras, but in my studies over the years on this one, we have extracted 6 main Bij mantras and then Om in the beginning. So that will make it 7, because Om is also a Bij mantra. And what are those 7 Bij mantras? Om, Aim, Rim, Klim, Shrim, Kram, Krim. These are 7. The entire 10,000 plus year history of Shakti Upasana is in these 7 mantras. And from these 7, the only one anybody needs is Aim. Even if you don't do any of the other ones, don't worry about it. Kitni amazing baat hai. Om Aim. It is written that Vedvyas Ji chanted this Aim Bij mantra for hundreds of years. And it is because this Bij, please remember, this Bij mantra, it is going to grow. The more we speak it with bhakti and bhav, it is going to grow in anybody who speaks it. It doesn't matter whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God. It doesn't matter you believe in anything or you don't believe in anything. It is going to grow because it is a metaphysical science. Why does it grow? I'm just going to take an extra couple of minutes here if you don't mind. I know it's 8 o'clock. I would explain this in terms of Donald Hebb's theory of 1949, the origination of behavior, where this is called Hebbian learning. I will explain to you neurologically why it grows. So this is a quote actually from his book, and this is called Hebbian learning, which is that famous statement, neurons that fire together, wire together. This is the actual quote from that book in 1949. When an axon of cell A is near enough to excite a cell B and repeatedly and persistently takes part in firing it, some growth process or metabolic change takes place in one or both cells such that A's efficiency as one of the cells firing B is increased. It means what? When we speak Aim Bij mantra, when we speak it, there is a brain process going on where certain neurons are getting fired, meaning we are hearing the sound. See, when we speak the sound, there's 2 things going on. We're speaking it deliberately. It is an intentional, volitional action. It's like, so when Sachin says, Om Aim. So when we speak this sound, from the entire Kundalini gets realigned. Our entire Kundalini Shakti gets realigned just by doing this. Our spine, brain, everything is affected because of speaking the sound. Our prana, everything, Panchkosh, everything is affected. It gets realigned. And then we hear the sound also. So by hearing the sound and by speaking the sound, there are many areas of the brain that become active. Neurons fire and they connect with other neurons. So essentially, the more we speak it, there is more and more interneuronal connection. Neurons begin to connect more and more they begin to connect. And the theory, and again, we have to look at the actual neurological research on this. I'm sure there is some, but there may not be as much as what we would like, really, is that eventually both hemispheres of the brain, if you continue in the sadhana further regularly, they function in much greater harmony, both hemispheres, right hemisphere, left hemisphere, because in the middle there's a bridge called the corpus callosum. And this is where the buddhi becomes active. The way that J. Krishnamurti described this is that the awakening of the non-mechanical parts of the brain. This is his exact line. He's correct. Absolutely beautiful. The way Bhagavad Gita describes this, that Bhagwan Krishna कहते ज्ञानी मेरा आत्मा है. That is jnana. The way in Vachanamrut इसका description कैसा है? That one who has true intelligence, buddhi vado bhakta in Gujarati, is able to take the path towards moksha and not waste time. The same truth is there. The way Upanishad describes this. That satyam, ekam sat vipraha bahuda vadanti. In the Shakti Upasana, this is described as Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhirupena Samstita. Namastasya, 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 namo namaha. The way Bhagwan Shankar, look at his dhyan, dhyan mudra. He's sitting in dhyan and completely steady and in meditation. All the yogic paths, the meditation paths are talking about the same, the awakening of the brain. The point is that it all leads to the same place. There are different starting points, different ways to talk about this. It leads to one realization, and that is Brahman. That is the undifferentiated Mahashakti. And from there, the Leela of Prakriti and Purush, the Leela of the Mahamaya is seen. And that is seen from inside out for the sadhaka. The path of Sanatana Dharma, all the paths are from inside out. They are to go inside, to worship inside. We start with the outside, we worship inside. Antarma bhakti karvi, antarik bhakti. So the Bij mantra, I'll close with this final point here for today. The Bij mantra, Aim. You can do it. Everybody can do it. But it should be done consistently. Preferably at the same time, every day, 108 times. Karo with a small diya, fantastic. Life will become fantastic within 6 months. That mantra and Om Namah Shivaya mantra. These two complement each other. 108 times Namah Shivaya mantra, 108 times Aim Bij mantra. Very simple sadhana. There's nothing complicated. Anybody can do it. Very easy to do. And it is going to clean up everything. It will automatically take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. We don't have to worry. Things will begin to change in the direction that they need to change. And then we have to do our karma, our activity in life, because the intelligence is granted by Mahasaraswati about how to interact and how to intervene throughout one's life. And all of our other programs are kind of foundational, but this is a Shakti Upasana point of view to open that dimension so that one can progress further. And Aim Bij mantra is the right one to do because the intelligence has to come first before one realizes how to use energy. You just give raw energy, Like if you give, $20,000 to a 15-year-old, doesn't have any awareness of what to do, what not, they'll use it in some foolish ways. They might even harm themselves. You see, so इसीलिए शक्ति के साथ बुद्धि होनी चाहिए. बुद्धि कैसी होनी चाहिए? सद्बुद्धि होनी चाहिए. इसीलिए सत्संग की जरूर है, सत्शास्त्रों की जरूर है, संतों की जरूर है. ठीक है? Okay, let's stop here for now. ओम ध्यानमूलम गुरुर्मूर्ति मंत्रमूलम गुरुर्वाक्यं पूजामूलम गुरुर्पदम मोक्षमूलम गुरोर्कृपा. ओम ह्रीं ओम दिव्यलिंगाय नमः, ऊर्ध्वलिंगाय नमः, आनंदलिंगाय नमः, ओम आत्मलिंगाय नमः, परमात्मलिंगाय नमः. ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम्, उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षयमामृतात्. ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे. ओम सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणि नमोस्तुते. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु महासरस्वती रूपेण संस्थिता. नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. ओम दुर्गे दुर्गे रक्षिणी ठठ स्वाहा. ओम श्री दुर्गार्पणमस्तु. ओम श्री राधा कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.